I once believed in forever. Love, trust, devotion, these were the foundation of my marriage. For 2 decades, I dedicated myself to one woman, shaping my existence around her. Clara wasn't just my wife. She was my best friend, my home, my heartbeat. But love doesn't always erode with violence. Sometimes it crumbles quietly, slipping through fingers like sand. I saw the signs before she admitted them. The late-night sighs, the way she lingered on her phone, the distant looks when I spoke. It wasn't sudden. It was slow, like a season changing, unnoticed until the cold arrived. One evening, she sat across from me, fingers curled around a steaming cup of tea, eyes hollow. "Daniel, we need to talk." I swallowed hard. Conversations that started that way never ended in laughter. "Go on," I said, bracing for the impact. Her lips trembled before she forced the words out. "I feel trapped." Trapped. The word struck deep. "I love you," she continued, "but I feel like I've lost myself. I wake up, go through the motions, and I wonder, who am I outside of this marriage?" "You're my wife," I answered simply. She winced. "That's just it. I'm more than that. Or at least, I want to be." A sharp pang twisted in my gut. "Clara, are you saying you don't want this anymore?" She hesitated. "I don't know." Her uncertainty cut deeper than a firm rejection. "Is there someone else?" I forced the question past my dry throat. She looked away, not in guilt, but avoidance. "Not yet." That single word, "yet," hung between us like an unsaid confession. My chest tightened. "What do you want, then?" "A divorce." She exhaled, rubbing her temples. "Not yet," she echoed. I need space. Freedom." I wanted to laugh. Freedom? From what? A husband who adored her? A life we built together? I clenched my fists beneath the table. "You think walking away will make you happy?" Her eyes shimmered with unshed tears. "I think I need to find out." I leaned back, watching her, memorizing every detail, her hesitant expression, the way her hands trembled. I could fight, beg, try to hold on tighter. But what good is holding someone who's already let go? "Clara," I said, my voice eerily calm, "whatever you're looking for, it won't love you like I did." She flinched but said nothing. That night she packed a bag, and I let her walk away. Clara left without looking back. No hesitation, no tears at the threshold. She walked into her so-called freedom as if shedding an old skin, eager to embrace the unknown. The silence she left behind was deafening. Our house, once filled with her laughter, now felt like an abandoned museum, echoes of the past lingering in every corner. The scent of her perfume still clung to our sheets, a cruel reminder of the warmth that once belonged to me. For the first few weeks, I moved through life like a ghost, going to work, coming home, eating alone. I convinced myself she'd come back soon, that she'd wake up one day and realize she had thrown away something irreplaceable. Then I saw her. Not in person. No, she hadn't reached out. Instead, her life unfolded on social media, each post a sharp knife to my chest. The first picture was harmless enough. Clara smiling in a dimly lit bar, drink in hand, hair down, eyes sparkling with excitement. The caption read, "New beginnings, new adventures." The next few posts grew bolder. Images of her at clubs, surrounded by strangers, her lips painted a shade of red she never wore when she was with me. Then came him. He was younger, maybe early 30s, with sharp features and an arrogance that practically radiated through the screen. In one photo, Clara leaned into him, her fingers grazing his jaw. The caption, "Finally feeling alive." I stared at my screen, my pulse hammering. Alive? Had she been dead with me? Was I just a placeholder for the life she truly wanted? Anger simmered beneath my skin. I could feel the betrayal taking shape, not in her leaving, but in how easily she replaced me. Still, I said nothing. I refused to be the bitter ex-husband. Instead, I tried to move forward. That's when I met her. Lillian was a contrast to Clara in every way, bold, uninhibited, with a fire in her eyes that demanded attention. We met at a networking event, of all places. She was confident, unbothered by societal expectations, and above all, she knew what she wanted. And one night, what she wanted was me. "Tell me," she whispered, her breath warm against my ear, "does she still haunt you?" I didn't answer. Instead, I let my lips find hers, drowning in the heat of a woman who demanded nothing but the present moment. Lillian didn't ask for my past. She didn't care about my broken heart or the ghost of a woman who had walked away. She offered distraction, passion, an escape from the hollow loneliness I refused to acknowledge. For a while it worked, but the past has a way of creeping back, no matter how much you try to bury it. One evening, as I lay beside Lillian, my phone buzzed. I almost ignored it, until I saw the name flashing on the screen. Clara. I stared at it, heart pounding. After all these months, after him, after her new life, she was reaching out. I let the call ring out, but she left a message. "Daniel, please call me back. I made a mistake." I closed my eyes, exhaling sharply. She had chosen freedom. Now, she wanted to come crawling back. I let Clara's message sit in my voicemail, untouched, unread, but never truly ignored. The past months had been a storm, but I had weathered it. Now, here she was, at my doorstep, figuratively, at least, knocking, pleading, asking for something she had thrown away without hesitation. Lillian traced a finger down my chest as I sat up in bed, my phone still glowing in the dim light. "You look like you've seen a ghost," she murmured. I exhaled, tossing the phone onto the nightstand. "Maybe I have." Her eyes flickered to the screen, then back to me. "Let me guess. The ex-wife." I didn't need to answer. She already knew. Lillian was sharp like that. "Are you going to call her back?" she asked, her lips curving into something between amusement and curiosity. I leaned back, letting silence be my answer. Lillian chuckled, rolling over and propping herself up on one elbow. "You don't owe her anything, Daniel." She was right. Clara had walked away. She had chosen the excitement of another man, another life. And yet, despite everything, a part of me wanted to hear her voice, to know why she had the audacity to reach out now. I gave in. The next evening, I called her back. The second she picked up, I heard it, not the confident, free-spirited woman who had left me, but someone drained, desperate, undone. "Daniel," she breathed, relief thick in her voice. "I thank you for calling me back." I leaned against the kitchen counter, gripping my whiskey glass. "What do you want, Clara?" A pause. Then, "I made a mistake." I let out a humorless laugh. "Oh? Was it before or after you posted pictures of yourself wrapped around some guy?" Her breath hitched. I thought I was doing the right thing. I wanted to feel something again. But I was wrong, Daniel. So wrong. I stayed silent, letting her unravel. "At first, it was amazing," she confessed. "No responsibilities, no rules. Just freedom. But it wasn't real. The people, the places, even him, it was all temporary. And then, when things got serious, when I needed something deeper, he left." I swirled the ice in my drink. "Shocking." She let out a shaky laugh, but there was no humor in it. "I was stupid. I walked away from the only real thing I ever had. And now, all I want is to come home. Home." The word stung. Not because I missed her, but because she had destroyed that home herself. "Do you still love me?" she asked, voice barely above a whisper. I hesitated. Once, that question would have broken me. Once, I would have grabbed onto it like a lifeline. But I had changed. "Clara," I said, voice steady, "you made your choice. And now, you have to live with it." Silence stretched between us, heavy and final. Then, with a quiet, broken sob, she hung up. I put my phone down, drained the last of my drink, and turned toward the bedroom, where Lillian lay waiting. For the first time in months, I felt truly free. Days passed, but Clara's voice lingered in my mind, soft, desperate, pleading. Once, I would have caved. I would have let her back in, believing in redemption, in love that could be salvaged. But that Daniel no longer existed. I didn't block her number. I didn't need to. She was already a ghost, haunting the wreckage of her own choices. Then, one evening, she showed up. I had just finished dinner with Lillian, the glow of candlelight flickering between us. Her laughter filled my apartment, easy, uninhibited. Then, a knock. Something in my gut twisted. Lillian raised an eyebrow, sensing the shift in my mood. I excused myself and walked to the door, knowing, without a doubt, who it was. I opened it. There she stood. Clara. Her once radiant face was pale, eyes rimmed with exhaustion. She wore a hoodie, her hair pulled back, a stark contrast to the woman who had left me chasing freedom. Daniel, she whispered, eyes scanning my face, searching for something. Recognition, sympathy, hope. I gave her none of it. What do you want, Clara? My voice was cold, distant. She swallowed hard. I needed to see you. I miss you. I miss us. Us. I let out a short, humorless laugh. There is no us, Clara. You ended that. Tears welled in her eyes. I thought I needed something different. I thought I needed to escape. But all I did was ruin the best thing I ever had. I studied her, unmoved. She wanted freedom. She got it. And now she had to live with it. You replaced me so fast, I said, voice sharp. And now that it's fallen apart, you expect me to pick up the pieces? She reached out, gripping my wrist. I was wrong. I was stupid, Daniel. I should have never left. Behind me, I felt Lillian's presence. Clara's eyes flicked past me, landing on her. Understanding dawned, painful, undeniable. You've moved on, she murmured. I didn't answer. I didn't need to. Clara stepped back, wiping at her tears. For the first time, I saw it. Not just regret, but realization. She had destroyed everything, and there was no going back. I hope. She swallowed. I hope she makes you happy. For a moment, I said nothing. Then, finally, she does. Clara nodded, forcing a weak smile. Goodbye, Daniel. She walked away, disappearing into the night. And for the first time since she left, I felt nothing but peace.